I'd start by saying that NATO at this moment does not have an Arctic strategy or a clear Arctic policy, and its approach to the Arctic has been traditionally very cautious. NATO as an alliance works by consensus, so any decision that would concern the Arctic would have to be agreed upon unanimously by 30 member states. And because that consensus wasn't there, the Arctic did not feature in the strategic concept, which was adopted in 2010. And overall, the Northern dimension has not been discussed as often as Eastern or Southern dimension or fight against terrorism. It did, however, appear in the text of the Brussels summit communique in June last year. So since 2014, there has been growing pressure on NATO to rethink its strategic approach to the region. And I think that over the past 4 or 5 years, there has really been a visible shift in NATO's approach towards the Arctic from the Trident Juncture exercise in 2018, which was conducted under an Article 5 scenario, to the establishment of Joint Force Command Norfolk in 2019. And as we heard, cold response exercise, which is taking place every other year and which is kicking off today. And at this moment, NATO is in the process of drafting its new strategic concept, which is expected to be approved at the upcoming NATO summit in Madrid in June. And it's the second most important document after the Washington Treaty, which will set the direction for the coming 10 years. And it is expected that there will be much more emphasis on defense and deterrence. And it is an opportunity for NATO to reevaluate its approach to the Arctic, but also its approach towards Russia and China in particular, which did not feature at all in the strategic concept adopted in 2010. So I'd say that the decisions NATO sets now will really set the tone for the next 10 years.